Hey YouTube. It's been a little while since I've posted a video. We've been a little bit busy with the birth of our fourth child here just a few weeks ago. And I've been thinking about some things that I want to do and wanted to share with you, but I'm always struggling with wanting everything to be perfect before I start, and having my content all ready to go, and having the background be perfect, and having my hair be perfect. And let's face it, it's not going to happen here, especially the hair part. So I figured you would maybe be a little more interested in getting some content, so I wanted to share a few things with you. We just finished our 8th week of school today, which means we are already ready for our first break. So we're going to be off for the next 3 weeks, and for us, that's one of the benefits of homeschooling year round. We kind of do 8 or 9 weeks on and then 3 weeks off. And so we're getting ready for that break, and my kids are super excited. But I have done something already this year that I've never done before, and that is change curriculums mid-year. I'm usually pretty set on what I want to do, and I think I kind of know what my plan is. But the benefit of homeschooling is if it's not working, you can change it. So we have done that already. We started out the year using, or I was planning to use, the History Revealed curriculum by Diana Waring. And I got the curriculum. I actually got all 3 years of it on a swap group a couple years ago for a super, super good deal. And I was really excited about it. It's what I wanted to use. I looked through it. I liked it, all of that kind of stuff. The problem is it's geared for 5th grade and up, I believe. And my oldest is a 2nd grader this year. So I knew we were kind of pushing it to be using it, but they have an elementary guide that goes with it. So I had purchased the elementary guide. I kind of had this whole spreadsheet set up on how I wanted to use it, what we were going to do, and what we were going to do what day. And one of the huge benefits to the History Revealed curriculum is that it is very flexible. It gives you lots of different options, and then you can pick and choose what works best for your kids. And so it's easy to use with multiple kids and all of that kind of stuff. The problem is, it's very flexible, and it's very open-ended, and it's very much not set in stone. And I have a 12-week-old and an almost 3-year-old. And so I'm at the point where I really need something that's set in stone, and I need something that's a little bit simpler. So I decided to put that on hold. We started off with the first unit, and we did really good. The first week listening to the CDs, and we read the books that I was going to read and had picked out. And then by the time we got to week like 2 or 3 already, I was like, this is way too much planning for me to do right now. We're just in the stage where we need open and go curriculum. So what I did was I did some searching around, and honestly, there's not a ton of elementary curriculum, but I really wanted my kids to kind of start getting that foundation and that basis. And it was really important for me that I could find something that had a biblical worldview. And what I came across is a curriculum that is done and published by the MasterBooks publishers. And it's elementary world history, and it's called You Report. And I found it online, and it's still geared for 4th through 6th grade. But my son is working, he's a 2nd grader, but he kind of works at a 3rd grade level because he's old for his age. So I found it online, and I looked through some of it, and it looks awesome. It uses 2 additional resource books. You get the guide, that has all the worksheets in it, and then you use a big book of timeline book and, a Noah's Ark book for kind of some special reports. And the worksheets are done for you. You just print them off, and then you can use those additional resources. And it looks super cool. I'm really excited about it. I just got it like a week and a half ago, and I got the resources, and so we've only done a week of it. And it's broken down into like a 3 or 4 day week, and so it's really, really easy to follow. What we're going to do actually is use the curriculum over the course of 2 years. And so really for us, that's 2 activities a week. And I have it way stretched out so that I'm not overwhelming myself with curriculum. And so we're going to give it some time, and then we're going to do, they also have a geography curriculum as well that I think we'll do. So that'd be second and third grade. In like fourth grade, we would do the geography curriculum if all goes well. Of course, that's 2 years from now. And more kids in school and all of that kind of stuff. But that would be my plan as of right now. And so we're going to do that. And then we might switch back to the Diana wearing once he's in fifth grade. And then when he's in fifth grade, I'll have a third grader and a kindergartner. And so then it might be easier to tie in some of those elementary lessons instead of really trying to take the whole entire curriculum and make it fit for a second grader and a kindergartner. So the moral of the story is, and I will give you some more details on the history curriculum that we have chosen once we kind of get into it. But the moral of the story is, if you pick something and it's not working for you, don't do it. Change it and find something else. It's hard when you've invested money in something, you've invested time. Like, you should see the spreadsheets that I have for the History Revealed curriculum. And I should post them because if someone wants to use them, they would probably be super helpful. But they're not helpful for me right now at the stage of life that I'm in and the stage of time that our family is in. So even if you've spent money on something and you've spent time on something and you think that's what you want to do, if it's not working for you and it's not working for your kiddos, then find something else to do. The amazingly wonderful thing about homeschool is there's no curriculum police, at least not where I live, there's not. There's no one that says, you bought this, you have to finish it. You don't. So if you get 4 weeks into your school year or 12 weeks into your school year or 30 weeks into your school year and you don't like what you've chosen, find something else. Ask some other moms, ask another homeschool mom, hey, what do you use for this curriculum? What do your kids like? Go to the library, find some books, figure out something that will work for your family, and don't be afraid to change things. You're not going to get behind. Your kids are still going to learn whatever you choose to do. So if you are in the same boat that we are and something isn't working for you, feel free to switch it up. So I just wanted to share that with you and hopefully give you a little bit of encouragement if you are struggling with where you're at right now or you're not quite sure that you like where you're going with it. Feel free to change it, and I will get a review of this out kind of once we have gone a couple weeks through it so that you know. I know most of you are just starting, so you probably have curriculum picked, but if you're looking for something for next year or if you're switching like me, and if you're interested in the History Revealed curriculum, which I still love and it's great, it's just not for our stage of life right now. If you would like some spreadsheets to help you get it organized and get your mind wrapped around it, I'd be happy to get those to you. I can get those posted as well. So I hope you have a great weekend. Thanks for watching. Happy homeschooling.